because he did it.
Yeah,
but, you know,
Joe. Again, I've never met him. Obviously, you know, everybody knows Joe.
And
Rogan.
you want to fight him. By the way, if everybody tag Joe Rogan and say that Chrissy D wants to fight him, because this is honest. Chris thinks he can go toe to toe with Joe.
Absolutely,
and not bare knuckle.
Yeah, bare knuckle,
BNB, baby, bare knuckle boxing.
BNB, and we'll go and like, you know, whatever Logan Paul does on the same card, Logan Paul versus Mayweather, me versus Joe. What do you think?
Honestly, I would pay so much fucking money to see that.
Dude, could you imagine
Logan Paul versus Mayweather, you versus Logan? Honestly, crying, so much crying.
Could you imagine like he breaks like every bone in my body, like
they would
breaks my arms and legs?
One punch, he would put you in a
and
coma.
he puts me on the pod the next week, and I'm in a full body cast like that.
You're all CT. You're like. Great beer, Chrissy Chaos.
That's all my joke. Yeah,
your arms aren't working. They wheel you in. You're like, it's Chrissy Chaos. You're drinking through a straw. All right, welcome, Chrissy Comedy Podcast. No, honestly, he would have that to me would be. That's something I'd pay for.
Yeah.
When they talk about stunt fights, I'd pay for that.
When on the podcast, I remember one time I dropped the butt of reefer in pee. I had it in my sweatshirt. And the bud, the canister fell out of my pocket. And the two buds went into the pee, and I took them out and saved them. And I saved them there for like 2 months. And I brought them in one night, and I rolled them up in a joint and smoked them. And Lee's like, this pot got me really high tonight. I don't know what it is. I'm like, you know what it is? I dipped it in fucking THC piss from the night before when my piss levels at the highest THC levels. And that motherfucker crossed it on. And then we smoked that number. His eyes were red. He's like, I can't taste the pee. I can't believe you made me taste the thing. There's no pee involved. The pee disintegrated. It went right into the fucking bud. It was too much. It was just too much.
But can I just
I don't know if this is his show.
If you're going to... I've been depressed all day.
They talk about you on this.
I've been depressed all day, so... If this is slamming me, I'll take it.
It's not slamming you.
But it's going to add on to my depression.
It's not slamming you. Drace, is this slamming him?
No. Go ahead. Praise him.
Look at this. They talk about you.
I'm like, Blaney just walked into this room with Magnum PI. There was somebody else that was famous in that scene.
There was that Ken Jeong, the guy from The Hangover.
That's right. Yes. That's right. There's him.
And there was
Who else is there? Hey, man, it was great seeing the Magnum PI, dude. Hey, let me tell you something.
Can I say something right now? You know that Ken did the show, right?
I know, but they think it's you.
No.
They think it's you.
He did the show way before I did.
No, they think it's you, Papa.
I swear to God, no,
They
that's
think
not
it's
why
you.
he knows it's Ken.
No way. They think it's you.
But I do know this, man, that so the thing that happened was this. What were you guys talking about? The story was?
The story was death. So you told 2 death stories.
Oh, yeah, I got one more.
Oh, okay.
So this man, was it about freezing? What were we talking about? Oh, here's what happened. So they had a football player that played for LSU University. This was University. And they had a man, and I'm not going to say a black man, but darker than, as dark as you could get on Earth.
Yeah.
And he was in a mobilized, they kept doing fundraiser at the football games to raise money for this man, right? And fucking pay attention, you creep.
I've never heard that in my life. That was fucking hilarious.
As dark as you can get on Earth.
As far as we know.
I'm not going to say he's black. But he's
a dark man, as dark as you can get on Earth.
As far as
we know. The point is, he's just saying that the man he was darker than most.
We don't know how dark it can get elsewhere.
That's right.
Is that true?
I would imagine too. Yeah, I would imagine that there's degrees of everything.
Thank you.
Yeah.
It was deep space.
Huh?
Yeah.
I mean, I've never seen it, but it could happen. You know? But I'll say this, though. But so what happened was, so they're raising money all year. This was an injured athlete.
Yeah.
They're raising money all year. They finally get him a dog. He got paraplegia. They finally get him a dog and a motorized wheelchair, right? He needed a system that he could breathe and everything. He was not well.
And he was a former player.
Former player. Okay. He needed a system, the oxygen and everything.
He'd broken his neck or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they get him that. They get him a dog to keep him companion, right?
Yeah.
They hook him up. The dog pulls the cord out of the wall and he dies.
Damn it.
Oh,
damn it.
They've been fundraising all year to get this man this stuff.
And the dog was not trained well enough.
And
Decided
the
to chew on
dog,
the goddamn hose.
yeah, or the dog worked for the insurance company. I don't know what the hell was going on. But
Something happened.
there was all kind of, just,
Are you suggesting that the insurance company was like, this is going to cost a lot of money. Let's throw in the wrong dog. You know what I mean?
Would you put it past an insurance company?
I wouldn't.
I wouldn't.
And
No,
I want to
fuck no.
appreciate you thinking that. You'd be a good detective.
People. But I understand why Dollar Shave Club did not want to advertise on David Dobriks' show after he shot 8 people in Atlanta. This is David Dobriks' response. And listen, I commend him for saying he's sorry. It takes a man to say you're sorry after you've done this. Here's David Dobrik apologizing for shooting 8 people.
Is this before he was arrested, or when was this?
I don't believe he's been arrested for this. No. He has a lot of clout. Keep going. This is David Dobrik apologizing. I don't think he needs to be arrested. I think this is pretty heartfelt.
Hey guys, it's David. I want to come on here real quick and address some conversations that have been going on the internet.
Yes.
I've made over 600 videos.
Okay.
And I've made a bunch of TikToks, Vines, Instagram stories, tweets, the whole thing.
Yeah.
And I'm obsessed with what I do. I love being able to make people
And
happy
this
for a
shouldn't
living.
take away from that. Listen, the fact that he murdered these people, I believe separating the art from the artist. So I don't believe that the fact that he just shot these people in the face in Atlanta should take away from all the TikToks and Vines and YouTube videos he's done. Do you understand? Yes. I'm not unreasonable. Annie Hall's still a good movie, is my point. Continue.
All that I want to do. That being said, consent is something that's super, super important to me. Whether I'm shooting with a friend or shooting with a stranger, I always make sure that whatever the video I'm putting out, I have the approval.
Shooting with the gun. So he's basically saying, I think what he's saying here is he knows it wasn't consensual that he shot those people. And it's very different than some of the pranks or the content he's done where people say, please shoot me. You can shoot me in the leg. You're David Dobrik. Let's put it out. Just put me in the description. But what he's saying now is those sex workers in the spa did not consent to being shot. Because this was a prank. I don't know if you... It's our last episode on YouTube. Don't worry about it. But I don't know if you know that, but this was a prank that he was doing where he went into the spa and he wanted to shoot 8 people as a prank.
Cheeks out. I'll get those cheeks out. I'm Chrissy Cake.
Chrissy Cake.
I want to eat that cake, but I'm on my fitness pal. I don't have the calories.
I know. I don't either. But I'll try it.
No, but you look slim and hot.
I'm trying, dog. I'm down some. I've been on a diet. Got a little toothache. Now that cake's for Theo Vaughn and my birthday, which is today.
Happy birthday!
Thanks, buddy. And Theo's is tomorrow.
Yeah.
And Theo couldn't be here. That's why we sent out that Chrissy D.
Could you imagine the kind of dickhead you have to be to not even show up for your own birthday party? Way to go, Theo. Way to go. Could you imagine, dude? They had a birthday party for you, and you're in fucking Nashville sticking chicken wings up your ass.
I'm just playing fucking high,
The fucking drug abuse. I always told the guy, I
almost took Lee to the vet. One time I was leaving there. I said, I got to take this guy to the fucking vet. I said, damn. The hospital can't help this guy, bro.
You have no idea that we grew as the edible era grew. Like, we got into the podcast as edibles were fucking, like, for years it was the lollipop and the bread strip. And then we got on board and all these fucking places started coming up with little edibles. And I'll never forget, it started with a black and white cookie. There was a company that made a black and white cookie that was 200 milligrams. I would break it with Lee and tell him it was 15 milligrams. And he would tell me, this has to be stronger than 15 milligrams. I'm building his tolerance. I'm taking Chiba Chews out of the 170s and putting 70 milligrams in there, right? I'm taking the 70 milligrams and taking them out and putting the 180s in there. And it was like stealing. I would wrap it a certain way so he would know that I actually fucked with it.
Yeah.
And he would go, I don't want that one because you messed around with it. Well, he actually was taking the one with the 180 in it because I folded it perfectly and crazy glued it and did the whole fucking thing. I mean, it was just months and months that he thought he was taking 10 milligrams and he was taking 2,000 milligrams.
Oh, yeah, dude.
And
well, you know that
we were leaving there just fucking lit. People have no idea.